Hello and welcome to Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Saturday night, we're here with the second of two very special celebrity shows either side of Easter. As always, we have lots of famous names playing for charity, and right now the hot seats are occupied by the astrologer Russell Grant and his good friend, the singer and actress Sheila Ferguson. The two of them first met way back in the 1980s. And Sheila has since been a guest on many of Russell's fine TV shows, though they've yet to record a duet together. Thank goodness for that. So far, they have managed to raise £1,000 between them in the hot seats last week, and as we learned last week as well, Russell's charity is Wise Communities, and Sheila is playing on behalf of Parent Talk. Welcome.
Thank you.
Astrology. Do you believe in that stuff?
I do. In fact, Russell has done our chart for this show. And
has he?
We won't be here much longer. I'm only joking. No, and I do believe, and everything Russell has ever told me has come to fruition.
Like what? I'm just kind of sceptical, but what sort of thing?
I know you are.
Well, you know,
when he told me something about not a Broadway, a West End play that was in the cards, it came to happen, and that was Thoroughly Modern Millie. When he told me something from the Zodiac game, he told me about a love situation that was going to go askew. It did. And so, you know, even though...
And how it went askew.
And how. And...
what's your star sign?
Libra.
Thank you.
And so is you. So are you.
So is you.
So is you, baby.
What is you?
I'm Aquarius, baby.
So what does that mean about us all?
We all get on ever so well, and you're going to give us some of the answers because you love our charities. I'll give you... It's such a lie.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'll give you loads of the questions, though. I'll do that.
Yeah, but give us the easy ones, you know, because
I thought I did last Saturday.
You did, but I just misread it, you know, and I'll read. I'll put my glasses again, the better ones.
Right, meanwhile, back at the show, don't forget, if you want to be here in the hot seat playing for £1 million of your very, very own, give us a call, 09068 444444, or text the word SHOW, S-H-O-W, to 84644. Don't forget to keep your mobile phones handy, as we could well be playing a text game at any point. Text is all it'll take for one person watching at home right now to win a guaranteed £1,000. Back to Sheila Ferguson and Russell Grant. At this moment, they've got £1,000. That's guaranteed. They have all three lifelines still untouched from last week. They've got their 50-50. They can phone a friend and they can ask this audience. Sheila, Russell, lots of luck. Let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Okay, you have £1,000. We know that. Question number 6 is for £2,000. Here it comes. What is the name given to plants which are native to mountain districts? Alpines, Rockies, Himalayans, Andeans.
You may.
Yeah, thanks very much. I said to Sheila, look for alpines, and it came up.
There it is.
So we're going to go for alpines?
Final answer?
I think so.
Absolutely. No, don't you go there.
Go where?
Second guess thing. You're making her nervous. You're making her nervous.
Sorry. Is that your final answer then?
Yes.
It's the right answer. You have £2,000. Well played, both of you.
I'm not going to make it much further. I'm going to have a heart attack.
You will.
No, I'm not. I'm going to have a nervous breakdown and get checked into the
Nobody would
clinic.
spot the difference.
Oh.
7 is for £4,000. You have 2,000. You have all three lifelines.
He's being a wicked Libra.
He is a wicked Libran.
The footballer, Harry Keel, joined which club in 2003? Aston Villa, Chelsea, Liverpool, Manchester United. Ross is looking terribly pleased with himself.
Liverpool. I'm so glad it was there. Went from Leeds United, I believe, and joined Liverpool. So shall we go for Liverpool?
I haven't a clue. Let's go for Liverpool.
We'll go for Liverpool.
Final answer?
Yes, definitely.
It's the right answer. You got £4,000. You a football fan, Russell? I can't imagine you.
I am, yeah, but non-league football, really. In fact, my very first job, apart from starting the first hockey league off in this country, was the official statistician for the Middlesex County FA.
Really?
Oh.
I've never really thought of you as a sort of keen sportsman, Russell.
No, I do tennis. I like now. Since I've done Fit Club, I've joined tennis again. But no, I'm an administrator. I love, especially cricket and hockey.
When you started on Celebrity Fit Club, you had the old medical.
I did.
And the doctor, well, he wasn't that inspiring, was he? What did he say?
But he basically looked at me, because I'd had a mini heart attack in May, My blood pressure had gone up to 210 over 117, which is possibly why it wasn't so good. And then I decided I've got to change my life, which was good. The word was life. When I went on Fit Club, he says, well, I put everything that's wrong with you into the computer, and it says, you should be dead already.
Oh, my God.
Perhaps you were.
Well, I'm a spiritualist. I probably did come back by Doris Stokes.
Actually, you've taken a fair few pounds off.
3 stone nearly now.
And it's...
Can we clap?
Thank you very much. Thank you. I can walk again.
Right, you have £4,000. Question number 8 is for 8. This is getting to be serious money. £8,000. You still have all 3 lifelines. Have a look. Tell me what you want to do. In cookery, what name is given to duck or other meat cooked slowly in its own fat? Compote, coulis, confit, consommé. Russell, you're nodding.
But we both think that it's sea confit. Or confit.
Do we both?
We do.
We do.
Final answer?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
You're looking terribly confident.
I am terribly confident.
And you're wise so to do. You won £8,000. You have £8,000. You have all 3 lifelines. Question number 9 is for £16,000. It's going to be a serious amount of money. Take your time. Have a look. The song That's Living All Right is most associated with which TV series? You going to sing it?
I don't know it. So
That's
let me give it.
living all right. I can't.
How does it go?
That's living all right.
Is that a 6, 7? It is 3-7.
Avidas Empet. Red Dwarf.
Definitely not.
Edge of Darkness.
Never heard of it.
Between the Lines.
Oh, blimey. I think it's Alvida's.
Well, I don't know. I've never seen it. Why would you say? Why do you? It's not Red Dwarf because I know there's no
I don't know what Edge of Darkness
vocal
is.
on that. Edge of Darkness.
And I don't know what Between the Lines is.
I don't either.
I don't know that, so...
Should we? Are you sure it's Avida's? Or are you just guessing
No, it's
here?
the only programme that I've ever known, but that's living all right. I'm trying to think where it's... I'm trying to think of the next line apart from that's living all right.
But do you actually know it's Avida's?
No, shall we ask the audience? 'Cause I think they might.
You think they might? Okay.
Yeah, I reckon they do.
Don't
Yeah,
look at them like that. They might be very intelligent.
Yeah, I think we'd like our friends, the audience, please.
Okay, our friends, the audience. Right, this is the question then, everybody. First lifeline that Sheila and Russell have needed. It's for £16,000. All on your keypads. This is the question. The song That's Living All Right is most associated with which TV series? A on your keypads is Avidas Empet. B is Red Dwarf. C, Edge of Darkness. D, Between the Lines. A, B, C or D, all vote now.
That's the one.
Now, 87%
I think we can go with
say
that.
Avidas Empet.
think we can as
4% say Red Dwarf. 3% think it was the theme from the Edge of Darkness. And 6% think it's Between the Lines. It's up to you.
Well, we're gonna go.
Well, definitely. We had a feeling it might be Alvida's
No, he had a
Empet.
feeling it was Avida's
And
Empet.
so we thank our beloved audience
Yes.
because now we can really cop out if they're wrong.
Exactly. It's not our fault.
We're going to go with them.
Final answer.
Yep.
We
We
take
both
that.
go with it.
Hey.
The right answer. You got £16,000.
Thank you. Well done, everybody. Thank you.
So they've probably surprised themselves, actually, at this moment. Sheila and Russell have £16,000. They've only used 1 lifeline so far, and they are only 6 away from $1 million. Can that be right?
Sadly,
Oh,
isn't
wouldn't
it?
that
We'll take a break. Don't go away. Tonight's to be a millionaire. It's the second of 2 very special shows with more famous names playing for charity. At this moment, we have Sheila Ferguson, Russell Grant still in the hot seats. They're now on £16,000, and they have 2 lifelines still remaining. How are you feeling, you two?
I've never been so nervous as I have with this.
I was going to
quite
say the same
frankly.
thing.
I really am.
Yeah,
Will
yeah.
you say the same thing? Speak for me.
I will. Well, I was going to say I've never ever been nervous in my life. Ever, you know, crawling through the jungle, singing before 50,000
You
people.
must have been
never
nervous.
nervous.
In the jungle?
Buckingham Palace, never nervous. This on the way here, almost had a heart attack. I really do.
It's not our money.
But you know what? You
You
sit at home and you comfortably, you're peeling your spuds and you're watching the TV and you're going, oh, that stupid cow, I knew the answer to that. All of a sudden now I'm the stupid cow that's peeling spuds and they're going to be, oh, you stupid cow, I knew the answer to that. So the pressure is so acute. It really is intense.
It's not your money, it's going to the charity. And I know, certainly for Wise, what they can do with that money. We can make a lot more money and also get a lot of cures for leukemia and Alzheimer's.
£1,000. You still have a 50-50 and you can still phone a friend. You both of those and walk away with £16,000, which would not be a... I will warn you, if you went for this and gave me a wrong answer, you would leave here with just £1,000, you would lose 15,000. Okay? To take your time, have a look at question number 10. The resort of Monastir is in country? Tunisia, Kenya, Egypt, Morocco. Now, apart from him whispering and you slapping him, where are we?
Well, I just said to Sheila, look for Tunisia.
And hello, there it is.
So we will go for Tunisia.
Will we?
Yes, we will.
Is that your final answer, Sheila?
Yes, it is, Chris.
Is that your final answer?
I think it is definitely Tunisia.
You've just won £32,000. That is very good.
Can I just say, well done. Can I just say that when Russell and I were talking in the dressing rooms, we were saying that if we get to 32,000, we feel like we haven't embarrassed ourselves.
Well, you haven't.
Well, I have, but, you know,
You're right, you have.
Well, yeah, but we wouldn't have to go there.
Now, you have this cheque for £32,000. Take it. You can take it.
Can I?
Yeah, take it, okay?
Thank you.
Lovely.
I better check the spelling and never mind. Okay, you have £32,000, which is great. You are 5 right answers away from £1 million for your 2 charities. You still have a 50-50. You can still phone a friend. Okay, take your time. It's question number 11 of a possible 15. Who was monarch when the Battle of Trafalgar was fought? George I, George II, George III.
God, it would come now.
George IV.
Terrific. George 1, 2, 3, or 4. Right.
Gosh, it's either George III or George IV.
You don't think it was the second?
No.
Okay, then I'm out of the ballpark.
No. George II, no. George III or George IV. I think we
You think it's
have
the
to do
third?
50-50.
You think it's 50-50?
I think it's George III. It depends. See, George IV was Prince Regent. He was Prinny.
Which one?
Down at Brighton, George IV
He was
the
pretty.
big fat. George IV was the Prince Regent.
Okay.
So it depends when the Regency period came in, because that was him.
What?
But George III,
Well, when was the Battle of Trafalgar?
1815 was Waterloo. Was 18 something? Yeah, I think with George III it could be.
I think it's George III.
Yeah, should we go for George III?
I think we should.
Yeah, we're going to go for George III.
Final answer.
George III.
Sheila.
Yes.
Russell. It's the right answer. You got £64,000.
I can't handle the pressure. I can't handle the pressure.
Now, I'll have that back, please, Sheila Ferguson.
Oh, with pleasure.
Thank you.
You're going to have a bigger one then?
And you do get a bigger one.
Oh, yay.
You're guaranteed £32,000. At this moment, you have that cheque, Sheila Russell, for 64 grand.
No,
We don't want to give you that.
we don't? Oh, God.
You've got that.
You're giving me a heart
You've got
attack.
that. You
Give
can
me
take
some Valium.
that. You can take that.
You sure?
Yeah. You've got £60,000. I say we don't want to give you that. We'd like to give you the next one for 125 grand. You have 2 lifelines. You can use both lifelines and still walk away with that cheque for £64,000. And I'm sure that Wise communities and parents will be absolutely thrilled. But you could go higher yet. Question number 12 is for £125,000. Miles Coverdale made the first translation into English. Bible, Quran, Magna Carta, Doomsday Book. Now, you've got 2 lifelines to help you. What do you think?
We think this is phone a friend.
I think it's a phone a friend.
Yeah.
Definitely a phone a friend.
Jim Paul Leslie.
think John Byrne would be better on it because
Okay.
he's religious.
Fine.
And he's
Let's call
biblical.
Johnny.
I think John Byrne,
Johnny?
my co-writing partner, comedy partner.
Okay, Sheila, you can talk to him?
Very briefly, the 30 seconds is very quick.
It is for you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Call John, 30 seconds, tell him the question, 4 possible answers. Do you want to tell him it's worth £125,000?
I don't think that'll matter to John. He's one of those very level-headed Irishmen who just seem to just go through life on a wonderful plane. He's just a wonderful man.
Okay.
I bet he's got quite a taste.
Hello?
John?
Yes, hello.
Hi, it's Chris Tarrant here. Good evening.
Good evening, Chris. How are you doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
No?
Are you calm?
Yes, I'm very calm.
That's good. We'll promise you'd be very calm. Well, you know what's happening. We've got Sheila and Russell here. They're doing rather well.
Okay, good.
They're stuck on a particular question. It is worth £125,000.
Well, that's made me feel a lot better.
You really are calm. Okay. Next question will be Sheila's. She'll tell you the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of them is worth £125,000, John. She has 30 seconds. Okay.
Thanks, Chris.
Okay, Sheila, fingers crossed, my darling. Your time starts now.
Hi, John. The
Hi,
question
darling.
is, Miles Coverdale made the first translation of which work into English? The Bible, the Quran, the Magna Carta, or the Doomsday Book?
And the name of the person is?
The Bible, the Quran, Miles Coverdale.
Miles Coverdale.
First translation of which work into English? You got 13 seconds. Bible, Quran, Magna Carta, Doomsday Book.
Don't think it's the Bible.
3 seconds, 2, 1.
Okay, Quran.
He said Quran at the end. Okay.
He said maybe Quran.
Okay.
Now, what do you do?
He's off the phone. He's gone, right?
He's gone.
Okay.
We could use our 50-50 now, couldn't
You can. And you can still take the
In the
money if
same
you want.
question?
Why not?
You can.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
I
Shall
think
we?
we
All
should.
right.
I think
Okay.
we should err on the side of
Yeah,
caution.
absolutely. You've got £64,000 at this moment. It's worth £125,000. Right, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Russell and Sheila the right answer and the 1 remaining wrong answer. Ooh.
Thank God he was wrong.
He was
Well,
wrong.
Quran has gone.
This has got to be the Doomsday Book.
Now, it's worth 125 grand. You lose 32,000 if you're wrong. One of those is worth £125,000. One of them would cost you 32,000.
See, the Doomsday was in Norman French anyway, and that's what they... I don't think that's ever been translated.
Well, the Doomsday Book.
I think it has been translated simply, it was all the counties, and it was basically William the Conqueror's way of finding out what his kingdom's worth. So I think we should go for the Bible.
Okay, I'll go with you even though I think you're wrong. But I think your instincts have been so right that I'm willing to take a chance and I will never hold it against you.
Well, this is down to me.
I don't know.
I think we'll go for the Bible.
I'll go with my partner. Bible.
Final answer. Sheila?
Bible.
It's quite interesting because you said when it came up, I've no idea of the answer of this.
No.
You're sort of strangely confident now. Are you confident?
Ish.
You are right. £125,000!
Well, for all I know now, brother, we had nothing else to do
That
but
was so good, Russell
Wow,
Grant.
fantastic.
That was so good.
Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Thank you very much, Ms. Ferguson. I'll have that checked
You
back,
may
please.
certainly have it back. There you
Okay,
go.
Oh.
Now, have a look. Right. And don't just grab it yet.
Okay, I won't.
Just wait. That's what you've done. You now have 100... Take it.
Oh,
Take it
I
now.
can? Okay.
You can now. 125,000.
Smackaroonies.
You're right, Russell. It's like you need to lie down, I think.
Well, we're going to because we have no lifelines as things left.
You've got £125,000. You can walk away. Take your time. Have a look at question number 13 of a possible 15. You're only 3 right answers away from £1 million. Here it comes. In Greek mythology, what did the Hesperides guard? Gateway to the underworld, fountain of wisdom, tree with golden apples, home of the gods.
I think it's A.
Now, there's a lot of whispering going on, but...
Well, we both think, and we both said
we both said it
immediately.
immediately.
Sheila said the gateway, and I said Hades, so we're going to go gateway to the underworld.
Yes.
Have a good look at this before you commit it. You will lose 93,000, guys, if you're
What
wrong.
did the Hesperides guard? Gateway to the underworld, fountain of wisdom, tree with the golden apples, home of the gods.
We always thought A, didn't we?
We're going to go for A,
go with
gateway
A,
to
for
the
better or
underworld,
worse.
and just put our faith in faith.
Final answer.
Yes.
You had £125,000. You've just lost 93,000.
Well, I certainly didn't know. Oh, my
I am so sorry. You guys have been so good as well. Oh, that's awful.
And
One of those things.
I know.
The right answer
Well, I
is
tell you
the
what, I'm
tree
relieved.
with golden apples.
I never knew that. Never knew that. I thought it was a gateway to the underworld.
But, I tell you what, not bad. They still go away with £32,000. Give a big hand.
You know what?
Sheila Ferguson, Russell Grant. We have two more celebrities playing for more money after the break. Don't go away.
Thank you.
Welcome back to the third part of tonight's Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Before the break, Russell Grant and Sheila Ferguson went away, eventually having raised £32,000 for their two great causes. It means now it's time to welcome our next pair of players tonight, Piers Morgan and Anne Widdicombe. Hello, sir. How are you? Hello, my darling. How are you?
I'm very well.
You're very welcome. Get you something? All right, here we have the journalist and writer Piers Morgan and his friend, the Conservative MP and author Anne Widdicombe. Piers started his meteoric rise in newspapers as showbiz editor of The Sun back in the late 1980s and somehow managed to be pictured in the paper on a daily basis alongside every celebrity of the age. From there, he was appointed editor of the News of the World at the tender age of 28, becoming Fleet Street's youngest editor for 50 years. 2 years later, he was editing The Mirror, but then left suddenly to carve out a career in broadcasting, most notably alongside Amanda Platel in the Channel 4 show Morgan and Platel. However, he's probably best known for his blockbuster autobiography. He asked me to emphasise that. The Insider. That and the fact that he's been thumped by Jeremy Clarkson. The fate unlikely to befall his friend Anne Widdicombe. Anne, who admits to occasionally texting this show from home, is one of the most colourful characters in politics, and after a spell in marketing and administration was elected as Member of Parliament for Maidstone in 1987. Since then, she's been both Shadow Home Secretary and Shadow Secretary of State for Health. And during the 2001 general election, an I Love Anne Widdicombe range of underwear was apparently the best-selling item at London's leading political bookshop. Never afraid to speak her mind, Anne has penned several very popular novels as a diet of swearing, drunkenness, shouting and screaming. Tonight, Anne's playing on behalf of the animal charity Safe Haven for Donkeys in the Holy Land, while Piers is here to raise money for the Fire Service's National Benevolent Fund. Why that one, Piers?
On the Mirror, when I was still an editor and having a gainful employment, we ran a big campaign to get them a pay rise that was, I thought, commensurate with what they do, because all the public services obviously are very worthwhile, but
Yeah.
there are very few jobs in the world where you go into a burning building and you're not quite sure if you'll come out alive. So I think for that reason, the firemen, to me, have always been pretty exceptional people, the firefighters, because there's obviously women as well as men.
And Anne, why particularly the Holy Land?
The donkeys out there get an extremely poor deal. They're not treated as beasts at all. They're treated as chattels. And when they're no longer any use, they're just discarded by the wayside. And there have been some very good stories. For example, on one occasion, two Palestinian boys found a donkey discarded by the wayside, knew about the shelter, had no possible means of getting the donkey to the shelter. Who did they ask for help? An Israeli soldier.
Really?
Who helped them. And
Yeah.
they brought the donkey to the shelter between them. So I think that's a wonderful story.
Okay.
I'm a bit worried about this donkey thing, though. We were talking about this earlier. The potential for us to be the biggest pair of asses in Britain is quite high, I think. Isn't it?
I rather agree with that.
What a great
Might need some
headline.
help. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yes. Well, there are those who would love to write it with your picture.
We shall not give them the chance.
No way.
I mean, Sheila and Russell were an unlikely, very good, but an unlikely combination. How on earth did you two meet and sort of pair up for this?
We've been very close for years, haven't we?
We've known each other for some years.
Come on, it's time we told them. Come on. I've always been her secret.
When he was running the Mirror, he invited me to lunch because I was then the Shadow Home Secretary, and he thought he'd like some amusement during lunch.
And lunch became dinner, and then things just developed from there.
Did you wear I Love and Widdicombe underwear?
I was wearing very little, actually, by the end of the dinner, wasn't I? She's a little firecracker underneath that exterior, I tell you.
This could be splendid.
You see, I knew. He writes for the News of the World, and this is how he does it. He just makes it up as he goes along.
That's probably why he no longer writes for me. Then again, 15 questions, 3 brand new lifelines, a possible £1 million for their chosen charities, and remember they have to agree, they're not going to agree on anything, these two. They have to agree on all their final answers and the use of any lifelines, including their choice of phone a friend. Yes, Piers really has got some. Okay, let's play Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? Now, people normally race through these, except Sheila. Question number 1 is for £100. What kind of suit is usually worn during exercise? Tracksuit.
Yes.
Wait, there are other alternatives. Lounge suit.
No.
Space suit.
No.
Lawsuit.
Do you dispute tracksuit?
I don't dispute anything you say, Anne.
Tracksuit.
It's the right answer. You got £100. Question number 2 is for 200. What name is given to the separate layers of a wedding cake?
Tears.
Can I play as well? This is ridiculous.
No, there's no point in you playing. You'll only be wrong.
Serious stuff, Tears.
She was like this over dinner.
Wow. Stories. Terraces. Tears. Strata.
You play.
Well, I mean, it's just pointless, isn't it? I guess tears.
It's the right answer. Well done, Piers. Question number 3 is for £300.
Oh, wait a minute.
Yes, certainly, I will.
We can't.
It's a partnership.
Indeed.
Well, not yet, it's not.
will be.
£300. A person who has secrets is said to have a skeleton where?
In the cupboard or the wardrobe.
Well, let's see which one's the alternative, shall we?
Shall I just go home? This is absolutely
No,
Good idea.
Later, we're going to need you
Let's
later.
both go home. On the top shelf.
No.
Behind the shed. Under the bed.
No.
In the cupboard.
Yes.
It's the right answer. You got £300. If you're still like this on question number 15, Anne, I'll be very impressed. Question number 4.
I am terrified.
You don't sound it.
Question number 4 is for £500. Which of these is a nickname for a large diamond?
Probably a sparkler, but I don't know.
Rock. It'd be a rock.
No.
Glinter. Sparkler. Glosser. Sheena.
Sparkler.
Sparkler, right answer, £500. Right, question number 5, the last point at which you could go home with nothing.
I think she's doing really well, don't you?
£500 you have. You could go home with nothing at all if you gave me a wrong answer at this point. You had 3 lifelines. Question number 5 is for £1,000. In the abbreviation ASBO...
Behaviour.
What does the B stand for?
You're going to get an ASBO, this Gary.
Yeah, probably.
Ban.
Nope.
Breach. Behaviour. Burglary.
Is bossiness on there or not?
Behaviour is the right answer. You got £1,000. Well done, Sam.
Keep going. Good.
Very well done, Anne. Very good. Very well done. And Piers, well, you were here, weren't you?
Yeah,
Oh, come on.
I really.
Oh, come on.
You knew the answers.
What does it stand for then, ASBO?
Antisocial behaviour order.
Thank you. Right, you got £1,000. Just testing. Question number 6 is for £2,000. You have all 3 lifelines.
Yours.
With which sport is Matthew Hoggard? You probably know this, don't you? You're doing a Widdicombe. You're doing a Widdicombe.
Thank you.
I've done up now. I'm going home now.
Thank you very much. Cricket.
Possibly. Let's
Come
see
on,
the
move on,
alternatives, shall we?
Move on.
Cricket,
Move on.
motor racing, tennis, horse racing.
Cricket.
Cricket.
It's the right answer. You got £2,000. Now, question number 7 for £4,000. Okay, you have not yet used any lifelines. Have a look. Tell us what you want to do. I think we know what you're going to do, but let's see what happens. Ostriches are native to which continent?
Oh, go on, give us a choice.
Oh, sorry. I thought we stopped doing that bit. Asia, Africa, South America, Europe.
Do you know that?
Trying to remember if I saw some when I went there.
We're in Africa.
Yeah.
I've seen a few things that look like ostriches in Europe, actually.
In the zoo, you mean?
No, a few nightclubs. I'm not massively sure, actually. I think you're probably right, but...
Ostriches.
Why do you think Africa?
Wildlife documentaries, seeing them running round. But the question is, where did I see them run round?
Yes. Was it Africa?
It's a very silly thing to go out on. Shall we ask the audience?
I don't know about this audience. What do you think?
If you say that to them, they'll give us the wrong answer. Don't say that to them.
Do you think they're going to know where ostriches come from?
Yes, I do, actually.
Do you?
I think we ought to.
Do you?
Yes.
Go on, then.
We'll ask the audience.
Will we? Okay. Right, audience, on your keypads, please. First lifeline that's needed. It's £4,000. Here's the question. Ostriches are native to which continent? Now, A on your keypads will be Asia, B will be Africa, C, South America, D, Europe. A, B, C, D. All vote now. %, say Africa. 4% say Asia, 5% South America, 2% say Europe.
The trouble is, she's so bossy, they're probably just doing what she tells them.
Well, there is that possibility.
I think if you add instinct to audience,
Yeah.
you get Africa.
I mean, they would have to be the cruelest audience ever, wouldn't they? To all deliberately get this wrong.
Or you could be the person they've been waiting
You might have been, you might have been the one
That's
who...
exactly what's worrying me. Well,
I think it's Africa.
we can't be sacked, can we? So things
Well,
can't be any worse than they used to be.
We can lose £1,000.
Let's go Africa, come on.
Yeah,
Final
go
answer,
Africa.
Africa. Let's trust this audience. I have every confidence in them.
Anne,
Yes.
it's the right answer. You got £4,000.
Thank you, audience. Very good.
Okay, Anne and Piers have £4,000 at this moment. They are amazingly 8 away from £1 million. They still have 2 lifelines. Don't go away.
Hiya, Jeff. Which used car retailer offers 12 months roadside assistance? Uh-huh.
Welcome back to the 4th part of tonight's celebrity edition of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We have Anne Widdicombe and Piers Morgan in the hot seat tonight. They're in £4,000. They have 2 lifelines remaining. Are you nervous?
Very.
Really?
Yeah.
But after all the sort of cut and thrust of politics that you survived over the years,
Ah, yes,
believe
but
you're nervous.
in politics there's no right answer.
well,
And there's never a final answer.
it certainly doesn't appear to be. Piers, you calm?
It's excruciating sitting here. I never thought it would be quite as nerve-wracking as this.
Oh, good.
Yeah, you've got what you wanted.
Thank
Congratulations.
you. That's made me really pleased.
It's just the fear of abject humiliation, isn't it? Just my 3 young sons watching at home, they're thinking, Dad, if you screw this up, we can never go to school again.
Ever.
That's what's living with me, yeah.
Okay, right, well, you have £4,000. You still have 2 lifelines. You've got phone a friend. You can do 50-50. Have a look. Question number 8 of a possible 15 is this. What was the first name of Mr. Penn?
William.
The Quaker founder of Pennsylvania.
Yes, William. sure.
George, Henry, Charles, William.
I think it's William.
You said William.
I said William. I said Africa.
Right.
Yeah, it might not be this time.
Why do you think William?
It just came naturally, William Penn. Maybe I'm thinking of William Tell. You never know.
Well, then it would be Tell Sylvania, wouldn't it?
Ho ho.
Sorry. I'll just be over here
George
then.
Penn, Henry Penn, Charles Penn.
I mean, I have absolutely no idea at all.
I think it's William.
Are you absolutely sure?
No, I'm not remotely.
You could go 50-50, get rid of two. You could phone a friend.
I don't
No,
think
that's not going to help us, because if we're not absolutely certain, we need to consult somebody who is absolutely certain. And I think this is the sort of thing that your Judith would know, isn't it?
You might remember Judith. She won £1 million on this very show.
Judith Keppel?
Yes.
What would a woman of that stature be doing giving you her phone number?
She's been a very close friend of mine since yesterday.
No, she hasn't.
Since yesterday. But actually, brilliant though she is, I think this might be one for Larry the librarian.
Not Larry the librarian.
Chief librarian at the Mirror. He knows everything. His speciality is history. I think he'll know this.
I think it's William. Let's confirm that.
Let's go for Larry the librarian.
You're going to talk to him, presumably?
Yes.
Because Anne doesn't know him.
He's going to love this. Yeah.
Hello?
Larry,
Yes?
it's Chris Darren here. Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. We're in the middle of Who Wants to Be a Millionaire. We've got Anne Widdecombe here and Piers Morgan. Do you remember him?
Yes?
Well, they're both stuck on a particular question. They're sure you're the man who'll know the answer.
Good luck to them.
Yes. Now, next voice here will be Piers's. He'd tell the question. There are still 4 possible answers. One of these is worth £8,000. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Larry. Lots of luck, Piers. Your time starts now.
Larry, there's no pressure, obviously.
Obviously.
You're just going to humiliate me
Get on,
again.
get on.
What was the name, the first name, of Mr. Penn, the Quaker founder of Pennsylvania? Was it George, Henry, Charles, or William?
Virtually certain it's William.
How certain?
Penn was one of the houses at my wife's school. It was William.
William?
Yeah.
Larry knows everything.
He's a quiet one, Larry, isn't he?
He's very quiet, but he knows absolutely everything. That's why he's the chief librarian. And if you thought William, and he says William,
I'm pretty certain it's William.
it'll be William.
That'll be William then. Final answer?
Yes.
Final answer.
It's the right answer. You got £8,000. Good old Larry.
You've got one lifeline left.
Only one will know now.
You have £8,000. You've still got a 50-50. Take your time. Have a look at question number 9 of a possible 15. You're 2 away from 32,000, and I would love you to get there. Have a look at this. Who played Mary Goodnight in the 1974 Bond film The Man with the Golden Gun? Diana Rigg, Honor Blackman, Britt Eklund, Ursula Andress.
Ursula Andress. Pretty sure I think it was it Britt Eklund?
I don't know.
Mary Goodnight. Ursula Andress was Dr. No, wasn't she? That was that BBC.
Yes. Yeah. Who was Pussy Galore?
Pardon?
Who was Pussy Galore?
Honor Blackman, wasn't it?
Right, okay, so you're down to Rigg and Eklund.
I think Honor Blackman was Pussy Galore. Ursula Andress was in Dr. No. So it's Diana Rigg or Britt Eklund. And my sense is it's Britt Eklund. But we could go 50-50. Because I'm not absolutely certain.
Okay, let's go 50-50.
50-50.
Okay, computer, take away 2 random wrong answers. Leave Anne and Piers the right answer, and the 1 remaining wrong answer.
It's Britt Eklund.
Anne?
He's the boss.
Oh, is he, suddenly?
I'll film you.
You see how she's done that? Typical politician. Just sidewind it my way. Great.
Final answer.
Final answer.
Absolutely right. You got £16,000.
Okay. Got no lifeline.
I know.
Right. Serious business then. You are one from £32,000. I'd be delighted to write you a cheque on the spot for that amount of money, but you don't have to play this. You can walk away with 16,000. If you gave me a wrong answer here, you would lose £15,000. Okay. Question number 10 would guarantee you £32,000 if you went for it and gave me the right answer. It's this question. Which novel begins, "Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents"? The Railway Children, Little Women, Uncle Tom's Cabin, Little Lord Fauntleroy.
It's not Little Lord Fauntleroy. It's... The novel begins Christmas won't be Christmas. When the novel began with the Railway Children, they were quite well off. So I don't think they would have been contemplating a Christmas with no presents. If you remember, their father was then taken away.
Okay.
Little Women, same again. They started off all together. But I do not know Uncle Tom's Cabin.
Nor do I.
I just don't know it.
So you think these three were all pretty well off to start with?
I know that the Railway Children were, and that Little Women, they were all together when they started.
And Little Lord Fauntleroy must have been, mustn't it?
The argument was over who was Fauntleroy, so I suppose it might have just originated in poverty, but I wish I remembered Uncle Tom's Cabin, and I don't.
But you can definitely, you reckon you could eliminate Railway Children and Little Women?
Oh, well, I can certainly eliminate the Railway Children. I'm very confident in doing that, and that'll probably turn out to be the answer. I think I can eliminate Little Women. But if we do that, we go from 16,000 to 1,000.
Well, I don't think... If it was just gamble at all, but that's because I'm...
Yeah, if it was me, I'd have done Africa and Pen, but it isn't. It's charity.
I don't know the answer.
I don't know the answer. Final answer is that we do not know the answer.
Final answer, we don't know the answer.
We don't. And we're going to save that money for charity, I think.
I think we stick with what we've got, yeah, 16,000.
This could be the first chance I get to do something right in my life. Take the money.
Okay, give a big hand. Piers and Anne go away safely with £16,000 for their two charities. Now, it does mean it's time to play the text game, which Anne frequently plays at home. She's here, though, this time. It's on your mobiles. First one tonight, number you need, 07797 808 900, 07797 808 900. Somebody watching right now will win £1,000 just by texting us with the correct answer. You have to be 16 years or older to play. Sorry, kids. And you have to have just 30 seconds in order to send us your text. Right, your time starts now. Question again, which novel begins, "Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents"? 07797 808 900. Text A if you think it's the Railway Children, B if you think it's Little Women, C Uncle Tom's Cabin, and D if you think it's Little Lord Fauntleroy. You've got another 13 seconds. 07797 808 900. Which novel begins, "Christmas won't be Christmas without any presents"? A, Railway Children, B, Little Women, C, Uncle Tom's Cabin, D, Little Lord Fauntleroy. Right, time's up. Which one would you, come on, which one would you go for?
I think in the end I would have probably done, on the basis of a most uncertain elimination, Uncle Tom. What would you have done?
I'd go Railway Children, just because it's so funny if you were wrong.
Well...
Okay, okay. Tell me it was Little Women.
It was Little Women.
Well, we made the right decision.
We made the right decision.
And also, Anne did say if we got to 1 million, she'd kiss me, and I'm not quite ready for that on national television. So.
Thank you very much.
You say that now. Give them a big hand. They go away with £16,000. And on that note, I'm afraid that's all we got for this evening, and indeed on this present run of Easter celebrity shows. Thanks to all the famous names for braving the hot seat and raising yet more huge amounts of money over the last few months. for some great causes. So far, the total raise for charity alone by this show, since we started, is now well on the way to £4 million, a huge sum of money. But the cash point is now closed for this evening. And don't forget, if you want to be here playing for £1 million, your very own, then you can check you're eligible on teletext on ITV. You can drop us a line also at the usual address. Then you give us a call on 09068 444444, or you text us. Text the word SHOW, S-H-O-W, to 84644. You can also enter on the internet, .com/millionaire. Have a great St George's Day tomorrow. Next week, we're back to business as usual. But for now, from them, from me, and who wants to be a millionaire, good night.